friendship with Finn because I I believe that he is very good at manipulating people. And with Charlotte, when she does when she tells her side of things, when she puts a spin on it or whatever, you can kind of tell, but also she doesn't do it intentionally. And with Finn, I feel like you can't tell, and he does it intentionally. He knows what he's doing. He's able to put a spin on things and make it really convincing and make you really believe him.
Right. You know, it's not just my friendship with Finn that is making me have this opinion of her, right?
It's not just your friendship with Finn. I
It's
know
not just my friendship with Finn.
it's been a long time thing. You've had a lot of conflict with her in the past with how she goes about presenting information.
Yeah, I do.
But that's not what I'm worried about with saying this. I'm just worried about you getting sucked into something either for the wrong reasons or without really knowing what you're getting yourself into or something.
What are you so worried that I'm gonna get myself caught into, Happy? Be honest.
Or that you're gonna join an MC
Can I ask why that worries you?
because of how that lifestyle was explained to me and how it's contrary to a lot of what I believe and don't want to get in conflict with you.
Why do you think you'd get in conflict? Say, say that does happen. Not that I'm saying it would ever happen, because I don't think it ever would. Why do you think that would inherently mean conflict?
MCs are a lot about fucking off the rules and the establishment, and I'm part of the establishment, and I'm a rule follower, and someone does some shit to me, then I report it, and all this stuff.
Mm-hmm. Happy? I don't think you have to worry about me and you getting into conflict like that. Not. Have I given you any reason to believe that that would be my next step after EMS? Come on, it's me we're
No, and
talking about.
I asked you before, and you said that you weren't planning on joining any groups and stuff, but the thing is, with most of these MCs, I see that being kind of the most important thing in their life, and
I mean, that's just kind of how it is for them. Something I have to accept in my everyday is that there is someone that I am very fond of who is in an MC, and it is always going to be the club before me. That's just kind of how it is.
I know.
So what are you
Uh,
scared of here, Happy?
being forgotten, left behind.
Have I ever given you any reason to think that if I left EMS and for some reason ended up with some kind of group or anything like that, that you would be forgotten?
No, but I haven't had to deal with that before.
You're starting to stress over what ifs, and life is full of so many what ifs, Happy.
Yeah. No, this is the thing. This is what I'm always scared of. I get jealous, and I'm sorry about that. I need to just deal with it.
It's not something you just have to deal with, Happy.
I I know it's different, but and this is not just you, but anytime one of my friends gets in a relationship, I always get really jealous, and I suddenly feel less important. And
Doesn't make you less important, Happy. It's just a change in where focus has to be and rebalancing and recalibrating.
yeah,
I'm sure you're feeling that with whatever the fuck is going on with Charlotte and Savannah.
yeah, and I just see how people. I think there are people that are uncomfortable with how Kiki is hanging out with ADMZ people, and you, and they're associating stuff with a whole group. And if you were
Whoa,
in
whoa,
part of a
whoa,
group,
whoa, whoa.
then
Whoa. Whoa. The only the only raider I associate with is Mason. Hey yo. What?
what?
You said something about me associating with a group and I'm like, hey yo? What?
you and I said like you and Kiki hanging out with those
Okay,
people.
I thought you were saying like I was. Hey, no, really, the only
Oh,
person I hang out with from ADMC is Finn.
yeah. All right. I need to hang up for a bit again.
All right,
I'll call you back.
all right, bye. So I started streaming again because that phone call with Happy was getting spicy. Um, TLDR, Veronica told him that her friendship with Charlotte is pretty much irrevocably broken. Um, she pretty much confirmed to him that she trusts Finn more than she trusts Charlotte. Which comes from Finn telling her the other night, um, about Charlotte's text blaming her and Kiki. Um, she's told Happy that she's more than willing to maintain a working relationship with Charlotte, but any personal relationship's done. And Happy, and V has to call Benny and tell him about this, uh, spilling that he thinks Benny might possibly be ADMC after Charlotte said that he might be, I don't know, after listing off ADMC members. V straight up lied to Happy, said I have no reason to believe Benny's back in that life, all the while knowing what she knows. But she's gonna lie to protect Benny because Benny's one of her close friends and that shit is not supposed to be out there. She and Kiki, I think, as far as she knows, are the only two outside of ADMC who know that Benny is a member of ADMC. So she is going to protect that. Because again, he's a friend and she doesn't want anything jeopardized for him. And there's a reason why he isn't a loud member of ADMC. And she did straight up just lie to Happy multiple times in the course of that conversation. We're gonna roll an in-game 10. I had rolled my drink number, so I feel like this is a situation where she would, but she does not want to. She's just gonna walk the length of the beach, probably down to the pier and back. The reason she comes to this part too much too is because it's so close to her old house, and it's the part of the beach she used to run across the street to, because that's her old house up on the highway. And this is the part of the beach that she used to come down to and drink and be sad. So V kind of now is like, yeah, no, I want to get out of town for a couple days. Because now she has a sad Happy to deal with, who basically said, you know, the fact that he plays devil's advocate is hard. It's like, I was fully done with stream. I was like, I'm gonna vibe for the rest of my time in server. And then, you know, deep conversation with Happy over the phone since she's not out of the hospital. So she's just kind of gonna pace the beach. But she is gonna have to talk to Benny. And that's probably gonna bring even more shit down on Charlotte, if I'm being honest. But V lied through her teeth to Happy, saying she doesn't think Benny's back in that life. And then Happy is concerned that, you know, that's a lifestyle that she's going to choose. And again, V is lying through her teeth. So she's honestly liar, liar, pants on fire. But it's one of those things of half the lies she told Happy is to protect other people. So hello.
Hello. Sorry for all my dramatic overreaction to you leaving.
You don't have to apologize for having a reaction, Happy.
Still got some abandonment issues. Yay.
I'm not
I know you're not.
I'm not abandoning the department.
I know. I'm just scared of not seeing you.
You're still gonna see me when I leave.
Yeah.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm still gonna be here. I'm just not gonna be working alongside you. I'm not gonna be your deputy chief.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna be Veronica. And it's been a long time since I could just be Veronica.
That's true. You've been very stressed out for a long time, I think.
Yeah, and you know what? You know what's gonna be nice? Being able to kick my feet up on the beach and not have a care in the world. Probably. It's probably gonna get boring real fast. And you'll see me around the hospital because, you know, that's where all my
Because
friends
you're
are.
gonna. Well, I was gonna say because you're gonna go on hikes and get eaten by murder kitties.
No, I only. Hey, I've gone on so many hikes, and yesterday was the first time I'd been gotten by a murder kitty on a hike.
Well, sometimes you just fall.
Okay, okay, okay. You don't have to go there. You don't have to go there.
You're my friend. I gotta go there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think I just extra emotional with all the stuff that's
I
happened
mean, it's valid. It's been a lot of stressful shit.
and trying to. I mean, being friends with two people that don't want to see each other is not going to be fun,
No,
but
but
it
I'm
is what it
sure
is.
we can be amicable. I'm sure she and I can have some kind of understanding that sometimes we're going to have to be around each other.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know her feelings on the matter, but I know mine. And mine have very much so become I'm done. I'm over it. I don't want to deal with it anymore. Because the amount of times that I have been brought to tears from stress with my friendship with Charlotte is too damn many.
Hmm.
And you of all people know that.
Yeah, because I'm I'm always in the middle.
You are always in the middle, and that's not fair to you. So the way I see it is my friendship with Charlotte is something that has to go. Because it's not healthy for her, it's not healthy for me, and it sure as fuck isn't healthy for the people around us. And I'm kind of in a season of trying to do what's best for me.
About time. I mean, you did some of that in the last 5 years, but it was a struggle to get you to do that before. I also I want to put it out there that I want to step up. I in my mind, there's kind of basically either me or Misa that could potentially fill your shoes, and I want to either, at the very least, I want to be able to support Misa better.
You and Misa are the only two people I can see that are anywhere near ready to step into my shoes. And it wouldn't be perfect. The drawback with Misa is people would very much so have things to say, and I would never want to put her in that position
Yeah.
of people saying that she only got it because she's Kiki's girlfriend or anything like that. But you would both have your own learning curves, and I'm slowly realizing whoever I pick isn't going to be me. They aren't going to do the things that I do.
No, they're gonna have one. They're gonna have their own spin on it, and two, how many of the things that you do did you learn on the job?
Almost every single thing.
And so whoever steps into it is gonna have that same learning curve, right?
Yeah.
Imagine you when you first became deputy chief. That level of skill or whatever, but with their own spin on things is what you're looking for in a replacement,
Here's
not what you can do now.
problem with that comparison, right, of the time I became deputy chief.
Okay, when you became pseudo deputy chief before you were
Thank you.
actually deputy chief, I knew exactly where you were going as soon as you said
Because
that.
let's be real, I was deputy chief for months before I was actually deputy chief.
Yeah,
I think I was deputy chief before I was captain.
yeah.
Let's be real here. Kiki was chief and everything but name when she made me captain.
He was chief, except that sometimes the little jerk could override her decisions and did.
I think things are gonna be alright.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing is, um, sometimes growth is painful and sometimes you need to fail to learn and all this whatever turmoil is in the department now, whatever dissatisfaction anybody has, that's part of growing and part of getting things better. I had a conversation with a couple people um, that were fairly upset by some stuff that they heard, and they've been talked down and stuff. But the conversation that I had with them was essentially when you have a an issue, work to change it. Have conversations with people, work to change it. Um, Everyone that's in a leadership position now had to deal with Riv, had to deal with a very bad situation, and we made the most of things and tried to make the department as best we could, and then worked around that.
May I ask what the issues they brought forward were?
Lack of faith in command.
Command or me and Kiki?
You and Kiki.
May I ask? Did they have a reason?
It's a
Oh,
lot of the same stuff.
chat, she's going to drink. She's going to drink.
I think there is also an element of I don't know. They there are people that have the perspective of we brought up all these issues and nothing was done. Um, the because what would happen is you and Kiki would go and have a conversation with Finn or something, and from an outside perspective, nothing would happen. Um, best analogy that I can make is that it felt like a Riv hire with Riv protections was the perception that people had. Now that's not entirely true because he did in fact get fired eventually, which I don't think Riv would have done. But I think one of the reasons that not everything stuff was brought up, but not everything was brought up. And part of that was people lost faith that things would get done about it. And the other thing that was mentioned was that they felt that he was treated more like a friend than a coworker.
Same can be said for half of the fucking department.
disagree with that in that in a lot of situations, people will step back from things involving those that they care about.
Just because people didn't see doesn't mean things weren't dealt with. Maybe it wasn't in the way that they would have personally preferred, but this is part of why I'm leaving. Because I can feel the fact that it feels like people don't trust me. It's kind of telling that they aren't coming to us to directly say shit. Instead, they are saying amongst each other that they're losing faith.
They were intending to, and they got essentially talked down amongst their peers before it got to that. I
Well,
will say that the people at least the people that I talked to, had every intention of
they're not going to
talking
have to
with you
worry
and
for much
saying,
longer. Because as soon as Kiki's back, I will be handing in my resignation.
that soon.
Well, happy. If people aren't happy with my leadership, if they are not happy and have no faith in me, then there's no reason for me to fucking stay. That's the way I see it. There's no reason for me to stay. There really is no reason for me to stay. So, the way I see it, I either stay and people stay miserable and stay having no faith in high command, or I leave and someone else steps up. There is no middle ground there, Happy. Because if they can't trust me, if they can't have faith in me to do what needs to be done, then I should probably just not be there. If that is. If that's how they feel, I'd rather leave on my own terms than have it come down to me being forced out under other circumstances.
How they felt, and they had little bits and pieces of information, and then they were told more of the story, and they understood more.
I can't trust them if they can't trust me, Happy. And if the trust isn't there, I can't stay. I don't want to go. I don't want to resign yet. But the way I see it, I don't have a choice. If you're telling me that there are people who don't have faith in my leadership, if you're telling me that there are people who don't trust my judgment, I can't stay. Because it's not fair to me, and it's not fair to the department. And I have to think about what's best for the department. And if me leaving is what's best for the department, then it's what I'm going to do. And it sounds like it's more than one person. So, really, what am I supposed to do?
I don't want to speak for people, and I feel like I've been flubbing my words all day.
No. If they can't say it to my fucking face, at least you had the balls to say it to me. Because you're not a fucking coward, Happy. If all they'd rather do is bitch about it behind my back, then fine. They're not going to have to do that for much longer.
That's not how it went.
Happy, they were probably talking about it long before they said anything to you. Because that's how this department fucking works.
They were talking about it in the immediate leading up to talking to me. One of them starved, and I responded to the 911, and then I'm like, "Hey, we're on a scenic location. You're having a conversation. What's up?" And they had every intention of talking to you, and I provided some perspective that they were missing, and then they felt better about things, and
Or were they just trying to plague you?
no.
This is the way I see it. People in this department have a habit of saying what you want to hear to your face and then saying something completely different behind your fucking back.
They wouldn't do that to me.
You sure about that?
Yes.
Because they sure as fuck do that to me. And like I said, I'm putting myself first for once, Happy. And doing so, I'm putting the department first too. Because it seems to me the department's going to be better off with me walking away. My only regret is that I didn't wait the full 6 months. My only regret is that I couldn't stick it out for the full 6 months and actually train someone properly to step up.
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I'm on the phone.
I'm just sorry that you're caught in the middle.
Or that made you feel this way, and
No, Happy, it's not you making me feel this way.
it is.
It's
I
not.
can't. I can't articulate myself to him. I'm messing everything up.
Happy, you aren't messing anything up. There's not very many ways you can say people lost faith in you. And I'm sorry, Happy, but they're not going to magically regain faith just because you had a conversation with them. Because inevitably, they're just going to circle back around to it, regardless of what you did or didn't say to them.
They're not that with you now. They're just. I don't. I don't know. I feel like I misspoke, and I don't know how to make it right.
What part do you think you misspoke on, Happy? Because from where I'm sitting, there's not very many ways you could fuck that up.
I feel like I portrayed it as more extreme than it was.
I mean, there's really no two ways about. They were having a conversation about how they don't trust you, about how they've lost faith in you and Kiki. There's really no two ways about that, Happy.
That
It's me. Hi. I'm the problem, it's me. People will spin whatever fucking narrative that they want. Hell, they can say I quit because I felt so upset because we fired Finn.
Don't do that.
Or, hey, maybe the narrative will be that someone was whispering in my ear that I had to leave EMS. Or some other bullshit that they'll come up with.
You're not like that.
Kinda feels like it.
They had concerns, and they decided to talk with each other about those concerns to make sure that they weren't off base. And when they did that, they basically talked themselves out of things. And then they decided to they were gonna talk to you and Kiki, and I just happened to come across them and have a conversation with them and provide a lot of the perspective from the conversation that we had the other day. And then they were fine. They had an issue and they intended to bring it up with you until they did not have an issue anymore.
What was their issue?
All the stuff with Finn was handled.
In what regard? Because we ended up firing him. Me and Kiki made the decision to fire him. It was a mistake bringing Charlotte, but we can't really unring that one. So what were they saying about how the Finn situation was handled?
I'm trying to remember.
Oh, V is being such a bitch right now. She's being such a bitch.
I think they thought it took too long. It was about how, like I said, like they felt like he was protected and stuff, and as well, and then I gave that the perspective, and it made it better.
Everything comes back to Finn.
I don't know. I'm not them. I can't articulate their thoughts, Veronica.
I'm not.
I'm sorry.
I don't even know who all you're talking about. So it's not like I can ask them straight up, and nor do I want to at this point, because if I'm gonna be honest, they probably still have these feelings, and they probably just said whatever it took to get you.
I hate seeing how negative you are about people in the department.
Well, if they can't say shit to my face in the moment, then...
They were going to!
But they didn't, Happy.
I'm too sorry. Negative, I accidentally hit my radio.
Sorry. Happens. I can't. Okay.
I would accidentally hit it when I'm yelling.
Happens to the best of us, but the fact of the matter is they still didn't. Regardless of if they were talked down or not, those are issues that still exist, and the longer they don't talk about it and go, yeah, well, doesn't seem like it's that big of a problem anymore now that we had this conversation, the more it's just gonna fester. And that's the reality of it. It's just going to fester and get worse. And if I am part of the root cause of issues, then I have no problem walking away so those issues stop being a thing. The department survived before me, the department will survive after me.
And still stay and train someone like you wanted.
Happy, I don't want to stay somewhere that I feel like I'm not wanted.
You are wanted.
Doesn't feel that way.
Hey, going to the gym later?
It feels more like people are forever going to keep dodging talking about what's bothering them. Talk themselves out of actually talking about it with the people they have a problem with, which you and I both know has been a long-standing problem in the department. People will work up the nerve to actually say something and then talk themselves out of it by talking with others. Talking to anyone but the person they have a problem with. Hell, I'm guilty of it. don't feel like staying is going to be good for me at this point.
And it's because of what I said, and I know that I'm
No,
not accurately portraying what they
Heavy,
actually think. And
it's not because of what you said. This has just been building for weeks. And I can take a guess that Charlotte was probably amongst those having those conversations.
he was not involved in these conversations.
Color me surprised on that one. Genuinely. Yeah, I don't think there's any talking Veronica down from this one. I think she is done.
Charlotte was one of the ones that helped restore their faith in you.
Right. But there's still the problem that there's multiple medics who... I'm gonna be honest, Happy. I'm telling you this now. One conversation is not going to fix things. One conversation is not going to restore their faith that they say that they lost. That's not how this works. That's never how this works.
Hello? Hey, my dude. Hello?
Oh, come on, last night was off the...
Look where you're walking, jerk. You about to get mashed.
Hell
Listen, Cat,
yeah.
I don't want to shit with you. You heard?
I'm not completely without blame either. Is the
It's all good.
we all had that attitude of what the heck? Just give these people a shot. They might last a few weeks.
Yeah, but the difference is it's not you they're losing faith in, Happy. It's not you they don't trust. I'm not going to stay somewhere where people don't trust me. I'm not putting myself through that.
I wish that the information that led you to this didn't come from me.
Happy it's not on you. At least you had the guts to actually say something to me. No one else did.
Half-formed thoughts, and I can't, and bad memory, and I can't articulate myself today.
Happy, I'm telling you, my decision isn't just hinging on what you told me. Because the fact of the matter is, at the end of the day, these people are still probably having these thoughts, still having these doubts in my leadership. And I'll give them what they want.
Oye, mi sangre.
Usually, my attitude would be, fuck that, I'm the deputy chief. Fact of the matter is, that's what my attitude has been as of late, is, well, fuck that, I'm deputy chief, and they want to try to do any better, be my guest, but I'm staying where I am. But I have given far too much of myself to this fucking department to sit here and pretend like I'm okay with any of the shit that's been going on with the drama and the high school petty bullshit. I have damn near killed myself because of this job. Because of the hours and the stress and what it's driven me to in the past. And I am not going to give any more of myself to a department that has no faith or trust in me. Because at the end of the day, there was so much more I could have done. That instead I focused on the department. There was time I sacrificed with Harvey for this fucking department. There has been no shortage of people that have had to lean on my shoulder. All the while I'm breaking for the same reasons they are. I have broken myself for this fucking department, Happy. And I'm
I
done.
know.
I'm done.
I wish it didn't come to this.
I know. And
You've done amazing things for this department. And this stuff is one little thing.
it's not just one little thing, though, Happy. It's not. I think you know that. I think you know that it's more than just this. This is just breakpoint. This is just
I want to figure out a way where you can leave and not be angry at everyone.
not angry at everyone. Not. And in a lot of ways, I'm not ready to leave, but I have to go. Because it's not good for me, Happy.
Okay.
And I don't want to break.
And you're already at that point.
I'm beyond that point, if I'm being honest.
I mean, you beat Charlotte. That's looks like that point, I guess.
I've had a lot of time to think the last few days. And I don't think that that's what Kiki was intending.
Definitely not. She wants you at her side.
What was that, Happy?
Kiki always wants you at her side.
I know. And that's what makes this so fucking hard.
I'll try to step up and make you proud.
Bud, you already do. Okay?
I'm not gonna let the department fall apart. I'm gonna maybe there will always be problems, but I'll always work to fix them.
You and the department are going to do fine without me.
Because people are shit people. That's why, Pixie.
At the end of the day, you're still there, Kiki's still there, Misa's still there, Parker's still there. Hell, even D'Angelo, for the issues that people have with him, is still there. And I'll still be around. You can't get rid of me that easily.
Yeah.
But I do think that this chapter is over. And it sucks that this is... It sucks that this is how it's going. Because in a lot of ways, it feels like it's not on my own terms. But I'm not going to just sit by and let this resentment that people seem to have towards me fester. I'm not going to let myself have resentment grow towards a department that I care about. Because that's what's going to happen, is I'm going to end up hating everything about this department. I'm going to end up resenting everything, and I don't want EMS
Don't
to
want
end
that.
up being this thing that I hate when I'm proud of everything that we've done.
Goal is you hang out at the hospital and enjoy it. Come on, ride alongs.
Like I said, you're not getting rid of me that easily, bud. I just can't put myself through this. I can't. Here's where
Yeah.
EMS is different from every other goddamn government entity in this godforsaken city. Is we are a fucking family. Which is why this hurts.
You have to do what's best for you.
I do. And I think this is what's best, and it's gonna be a really fucking hard conversation to have with Kiki. It's going to be a really hard conversation to have with the people who actually give a shit. Because a lot like you, they're gonna want to talk me out of this. They're going to say, we can fix this. But there's no fixing it. Because just like they lost faith in me, if I ever find out who it was, I'm never gonna have faith in them. I'm never going to have trust in them again.
And I'm not telling you.
Okay. honestly, it is probably better that way.
I hate keeping secrets from you, so please don't ask.
I won't ask. I'm not gonna do that to you. I'm a bitch, but I'm not that much of a bitch. Sorry. I just saw something that is making me laugh a little bit.
You know that when a phone call reaches an hour, the timer just starts over?
You know, I kind of figured that would happen.
Okay. I'm sorry everything's gone this way.
It's not your fault.
Sorry, as in, uh, not as in my fault, but as in condolences, as in an expression of sympathy.
Yeah. I'm sure there will be those who celebrate the fact that I'm gone. They might not openly do it, but they'll be glad. Until they realize that they can't do what we do.
They actually celebrate. I'm handing out strike points. I don't give a shit.
As you should. I don't think anyone would be stupid enough to openly celebrate, but I don't doubt that there's going to be people who do. You know that whole quote about how, live long enough, you see yourself become the villain?
Yeah.
In this case, you stay in high command long enough, you see yourself become Rivington Rivera. Anyway.
Oh, God. You start sewing kangaroo pouches to people, we're gonna have a problem.
I don't think I'm gonna do that. I was talking more about how people perceive you.
Yeah. I just, I hope you know that if, I know you're not, but if you did want to stay, I heaven and earth to try to make things better. Try to make things better.
I don't think there's any making this better.
Oh no, me, I always believe in
I know you do.
making things better and working things out.
But,
Why it's so hard for me to accept this. I'm just holding on to you saying that it's what you need.
it is what I need. Just so you know, I might be flying out for a couple days tonight.
Okay.
Don't know exactly. So if you don't hear from me for a couple days, it's because I'm not in town. I'm not trying to avoid you or avoid anything. I'm just not in town.
Okay.
So, when Kiki and I are both back in town, probably Tuesday, that is probably going to be my last day. Actually, my suspension's not over until Wednesday, so I'll probably be gone before my suspension is up, so... Fuck.
Hey, get a few more days. Okay. I should probably go take a call or something.
Alright. Let me know if you need anything, okay?
Same to you.
I will. Love you, bud.
All right. I love you too.
Alright, bye.
Bye.
Oh! What the fuck? That's how... What the fuck? Oh, that's dangerous. So let's turn on a song here in the background while we chat, shall we? I wasn't expecting that conversation to take that turn. If he is gonna hang out at Chumash, she might as well join the Raiders. I mean, I chose Chumash to have that phone conversation with Happy for a reason. One, V used to live in Chumash and get drunk in Chumash all the time, and was like her sad thinking spot. But two, oh my god, Sackmaster. V and it. She also just really likes Chumash. Let's be honest. Also, based off her conversation with Mason, that doesn't seem to be what Mason wants to do, Sackmaster. But it's definitely a conversation she and Mason are gonna have to have about her leaving EMS now. I fully... Finn is going to try to poach Veronica as soon as Veronica's a free elf. As soon as Master gives Veronica the sock and Veronica is free, Finn is 100% gonna try to poach her, let's be honest. Balto had talked Veronica into staying, and the reason why I started laughing so hard in the middle of that conversation a few minutes ago is the email Veronica got from Balto because Cello had issues with the train yesterday. Hey V, sorry I didn't get to see you before we flew out. I hope you and Mason have a good time, and I hope you can get a hold of me at any point if you want to. Remember what I told you. Take no one's shit and be that bitch and enjoy your last few months in EMS. Make sure you show them that they're not going to get away with the nonsense and make choices sober and calm. The kids can't wait to see you this summer, and I've got a gift for you the next time I see you. Balto. And the timing of V's phone dinging with that email was spectacular. And, I fully intended for V to stay in EMS for another several months. However, the final straw for her is hearing that there are medics who don't have faith in her and Kiki. And the implied they don't trust you in that statement. And Happy can believe all he wants that one conversation fixed it and talked them down. But the way Veronica sees it is that there is no fixing that. Their trust and their faith is not going to be restored with one conversation. And Veronica is not going to just stay when that is the sentiment. In that regard, she is kind of putting the department first, but she's putting herself first. She's gonna be cryptic on Twitter. Kinda curious if anyone picks up on what she twatted out. Veronica's gonna give Winston the courtesy of a heads up. Which I'm assuming Coyote went to bed. Let it fall. Which isn't the most direct thing because she wanted to say let it burn. And she could have been a lot more blunt. But that's what she went with. But I did not go into that conversation with Happy expecting it to end with Veronica saying, as soon as Kiki's back, I'm handing in my resignation. But here we are. Like I've been saying, it's not... Veronica leaving EMS is not something that I decided, spur of the moment. It's very much so, I went into 4.0 with the express expectation that she wasn't going to be EMS forever. The way that arcs have played out, the ebb and flow, the timeline has been fluid to now the final straw that broke the camel's back of hearing that people don't have faith in her and don't have faith in her leadership. And for her, that's a tough pill to swallow. And she does feel like people could have had a conversation with her about those feelings before it got to the point that they were talking amongst each other. And she does think that people were, whoever it was, just said whatever they need to say to placate Happy. And from here, you know, I don't think Veronica's gonna jump headfirst into crime. Like, don't get me wrong. It wouldn't surprise her if that was the case. Like, while I do intend for Veronica to go crim, she's not gonna, like, dive headfirst into it. Probably. Okay, but when's Veronica gonna actually stab Charlotte? Probably the next time Charlotte pisses her off. As soon as Shang finds out, he's going to take her chopping, but Veronica already promised Mason that he gets first dibs on her first crimes after EMS. Like, she promised him that shit. Shang is gonna be so happy when he finds out that Veronica's not EMS anymore. And no, she's not gonna be all like dramatic makeover. She's still Veronica. You know, she's probably, I guarantee you, as soon as her keys are gone, Mason is probably going to take her to do something. Hear the news and someone get a shotgun and start blasting. Kiki is not going to be happy when she comes back. She's going to come back from Colorado all relaxed and happy, and Veronica is going to be the vibe killer. Like, massively so. She is going to be... Veronica's not looking forward to that conversation. In the slightest. Like, she's really, really not looking forward to the conversation. But it's gonna have to happen. I forgot you were Mod, love. Wasn't the last time she went on vacation she arrived to Harvey dead? Yeah. 3 weeks ago. Kiki also quits, lets the apartment burn, unlikely. She finds out who did it and goes scorched earth, fires them all. Nothing. Descent continues to fester. Okay, Finn's still around. She really doesn't want to tell Finn before she tells Mason. She really doesn't. But Finn also wanted to hang out, so she's Probably gonna poke him and see what he's up to. She is probably... Kiki's not back until Tuesday. And she probably is gonna tell Mason first. Or before Kiki. Like, people are gonna find out before Kiki does. It's just the fact of the matter. And like I said, this wasn't... It's one of those things that I love about roleplay, is you can have an idea for how you want an arc to go, how you see an arc ending, but it so very rarely goes the way that you expect. That's the beauty of it, right, Storm? It was the funniest thing. And I wonder if anyone's gonna question him about it. Because... there's 5 other medics on duty. But, she, our girl is leaving. That's scary. But Callie's gonna come in and, you know, not be command. And be my way to still have EMSRP. Thank you for the follow, I appreciate it. Still be my way to have EMSRP. It's one of those things that you just gotta let the roleplay go how it's going to go. And in this case, the roleplay, it wouldn't make sense with how Veronica is as a character. It wouldn't make sense for her to stay. It just would not make sense for her to stay. It's not in her nature, it's not in her character. It's like, well, if people don't like me, if people want me gone, then I'm gone. Fuck them. And in her mind, it's, they need me more than I need them. So, fuck you, I'm gone. I don't know if she would. Because she doesn't necessarily want them fired. She doesn't... she doesn't think that that's the way to go about things. She has a lot of conversations she has to have now. Like, a lot of conversations that she has to have now.
Hey, V.
Hi.
V.
Um, how busy are you right now?
Not.
Alright. Well, I just had a very long conversation with Happy.
How'd that go?
Not great. Nothing he did.
Nothing he did?
Nothing he did. I will tell you, he did tell me that... What exactly did he say? Because I don't want to fuck up what he said. I guess Charlotte was rattling off ADMC members. Like, she knows that's an ADMC. And I guess she went and said, regarding you, he might be, I don't know, after listing off a bunch of people. To which I said to Happy, no, I don't think he is.
Okay.
But I figured you should know that.
Wait, so she ratted on us, you said?
No, like she was rattling off like names. Like,
Oh, okay.
very, very clear distinction there. Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, good
like
thing
she
you
was,
cleared that, yeah.
she was
'cause I
just like,
was-
she was just listing off names, and then I guess when it came to you, said he might be, I don't know.
Okay. I'll take that into consideration. I'll be careful on her.
You know.
Um,
And, oh yeah, by the way,
no.
I'm resigning when Kiki gets back.
Why? What? No?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, based on the conversation I just had with Happy, there are multiple people in the department who have lost faith in me. So...
V, you're the boss.
That is... No, Benny, that is my last straw. I'm not going to stay where people are gonna just fucking talk behind my back. Instead of saying it to my fucking face. I'm not doing that to myself. I'm not. The way I see it is... Fine. You do better. Bye. Fuck 'em.
I don't think you should step down because of other people.
I'm not gonna stay where I'm not welcome, Benny.
Yeah, so you weed out them and not you.
I'm done.
Can hire more.
Problem is, it sounds like there were more than one. I don't have names. And like I said, I'm tired. I'm not giving more of myself to a department that, quite frankly, is just gonna be petty, toxic bullshit.
This fucking sucks.
I'm not putting myself through this.
I understand. Trust me, I completely understand. I just
wish I
they
would.
come here. Ivy. Okay. Yeah, no, I just don't think that you should walk away. You guys hold the power. I don't understand. Like, put your foot down. Fuck them. Have a meeting. Let's have a big meeting, and
Benny,
it needs to be like outed instead of just making people walk away.
My whole thing is, well, yes, weed it out. That can be done without me.
Yeah, but you're after all the years of work that you and Kiki had put in.
Yeah, and if people want to be petty and say bullshit behind my back instead of to my face, then fuck it. I'm done.
You don't know how bad this is. Like, I just want to.
I'm not gonna keep breaking myself and giving myself to a department that will just stab me in the fucking back as
What
soon
about
as they don't like something
what
that I
about an
do.
LOA? An LOA won't help.
No, an LOA is not gonna fix these kinds of issues. It's just not. I was on a pseudo LOA for the last 2 weeks where it was less going on duty, more checking in.
Well, then, honestly, if you're gonna step down, then at least I think where you're more than welcome. But I don't know what life or what you plan on doing with your life.
Oh no.
But
What I do know,
God, that would smack all of them in the face. That's for damn sure.
what I do know is Kiki doesn't know yet.
Yeah, and I have a feeling Kiki's gonna spiral after that too.
That's why
And
I texted
somehow,
Winston, because Winston I had a talk last week, and he was one of the people talking me back from the ledge. But after the conversation I had tonight, I cannot. I can't.
I heard it in Happy's voice. I kind of knew something was wrong.
He feels like it's his fault that I'm making this decision because he feels like he fumbled over his words. But I don't think he
It's not his fault.
realizes that this has been on the verge of bubbling over for weeks now.
It all falls back on the whole Finn thing, honestly, and it's Charlotte and letting shit. I can't even go off duty. Like I just can't even go off duty to go and like at least have a chat with you about it. But
Yeah. But I just wanted to call, one, give you the heads up, and two, tell you
when is she coming back?
Tuesday, I think.
Oh God. All right. Are you gonna be okay? Are you sure it's like you're set in stone?
I think I'm set in stone this time. Because as much as, yes, I'm deputy chief, put my foot down, this is just another in a long string of issues that, to be quite frank, if they think that they can do a better job, then fucking let them.
Who though? Nobody.
They can
The only
figure it
one I
out.
see on duty as much as you is Happy.
They can figure it out. They have so little faith in me, I'm sure they can figure it out. And I hate to do it to Kiki. I do hate doing this to Kiki. Because
I
I'm going to be
have a
quite
feeling
honest,
she's gonna
Benny.
follow.
The only reason, after the talks I had with people last week, that I was willing to still stay is for her. But even Winston told me, don't stay just because of her.
Yeah, you can't stay for one person. Yeah, sometimes you have to make the decision for yourself. Yeah, I understand.
And unfortunately, I'm pretty sure I'm going out of town tonight, so I'm probably not going to be able to have a conversation with Winston before I talk to Kiki.
Fuck. I just wish there was more I can do.
So he gets to wake up to the I'm done text and get no context until I'm back in town. It's great.
When are you coming back? Tuesday as well?
Probably Tuesday. I just need to get the fuck out of town, if I'm being
When I
honest.
be? It just I don't know.
And the only reason I'm telling Winston is because Kiki's going to spiral and he's going to be the one that has to pick up the pieces. So.
Yeah. Yeah. You can't even tell me so.
No, because Misa's with Kiki.
Yeah. I'll try to be there for her, but I mean, I'm not as close to Kiki as her brother, so nor as much as you are happy. I'm worried that she's gonna spiral and do the same thing.
She's strong. Hell of a lot stronger than I am, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I'm just not willing to break myself for this department again. Because I've already done that once. I'm not looking to play it back.
Yeah. So Barry.
So,
No, I was with Finn and them, but I don't know where they went. Finn was looking at the ambulance. All right. Um. Yeah, I literally have no words.
it is what it is.
Uh, I'm on the phone.
Now let it fall as it will.
Yeah, I don't have anything. Like I as much as part of me wants to motivate you, I can't motivate someone who's given their all and just gets spit on in return. You know.
I don't think people think about They don't think deeper than the surface with a lot of things in this fucking department. They just see the the surface level and assume that that's all there is to it. They don't see the political side of things. They don't see why things are the way they are, and that you can't always explain why things are the way they are. They just are.
Yeah.
Like, I had my reasons for wanting Finn to stay around longer, and it was so the fucking department could maybe learn a thing or two from him.
The thing that pisses me off is everybody's so cooped up in their bubble that they just get rid of everybody else that they think is a problem. Like Finn. Finn was never the problem. It's that everybody stays in their own little bubble and they're worried about people like me and Finn coming in and changing or making changes to the bubble. I think Finn and me and you and Kiki would have been a great thing for this department had we been around long enough. But because they're safe in that safe bubble and they don't want that bubble to be popped, they they get rid of the pointy things.
Yeah.
I'm actually heated right now. Like
I'm just.
I'm probably gonna have to go off duty because I'm gonna make dumb decisions.
Please don't make dumb decisions. I'd hate for one of my last acts to have to be to fire you.
No. I wouldn't put that on you. Just I'm upset.
Yeah, I think a few
I'll
people
be
are
good.
going to be, but
It's like being in two gangs at once. God,
I'm gonna have to break it to Finn that he does not have dibs on my first crime.
why is that?
Someone else called dibs.
Who was that?
I'm gonna keep that to myself. Thank you very much.
I don't give that to him. If it's who I think it is,
Gotta keep that to myself. Thank you very much.
give it to me. Be the be
If
the
we
meet
want to
in the
be
middle.
technical, right? Shang took me on my first crime.
Okay,
If we want to be
fair enough.
technical,
Yeah, for being technical, I guess you're right. I guess you're right.
Shang is gonna be so excited when he hears the news. It's gonna be like a kid at Christmas of
Well, Finn's around if you want to tell him to.
I have a list of people I need to tell, but I need Finn to keep his mouth shut long enough for me to talk to Kiki on
I
Tuesday.
mean, you should probably tell Finn last.
Yeah.
But actually, at the same time, no, I trust Finn enough, and I think if you tell him, I'm sure he will. Finn, I can trust Finn, and I'm sure you can too.
Yeah.
All right, well, I'm not gonna try to stop you. I mean, it's
Yeah, Happy
doesn't
spent the
upset
past
me any
hour
less, but
trying to talk me out of it, but I'm gonna be honest, like, it's pretty much this is breaking point. This is
Happy knows what's coming too, and
he
that's why
does.
he's upset because
He feels like it's his fault.
it's not his fault. It's
He was like, well, I had a conversation with them and it fixed things, and you know, they 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 changed their minds. I'm like, I tried to get through to him. That's not how it works. They probably said that to placate you and get you to go away.
the EMS needs a fucking chaplain.
They really fucking do.
All right, all right. I'm gonna let you go because I need to cool off.
Yeah.
But you just take care of yourself and just don't do anything dumb. And I'm upset, but I'm happy.
Yeah. I think in the long run, I'm doing what's best for me.
That's good. Sometimes we have to be selfish and make those decisions. Take care of yourself, you all right? Be
Yeah,
careful when you go out of town.
I will be.
Um, I'm just gonna let you know because she was kind of standing here kind of the whole time. I'm pretty sure she put two and two together, but she probably knows. But she'll keep her mouth shut too.
Alright.
Take care of you.
I will talk to you probably tomorrow. Not tomorrow. I'm not going to be around tomorrow. I forgot I'm going downtown. I will talk to you when I get back.
Please take care of yourself.
I'll try to.
All right.
Alright.
Bye bye.
Bye. Alright. V's gonna sit here for a second because I need to run to the restroom real quick. And then we have another phone call to make. me back? Who texted? Call him LOL. Okay. Why is my screen flickering? Okay, here's my question, right? Why can I take a swig of moonshine, but I can't take a swig of rum? That's the real question. That's the real question.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
I'm resigning on Tuesday.
Oh. Huh.
I just had a very long talk with somebody and found out some things, and
Uh-huh.
I'm not happy about those things, and I'm saying, fuck this, I'm out.
I don't blame you. Where are you right now?
Walking on the beach.
You want to pick up?
Sure, I'm walking towards where I parked my car. Which is gonna be by Mom's Pies in Chumash.
Okay. You want to ping 75 and I'll come scoop you up?
75? Sure.
75. I will be there. I'm coming from the burn zone.
Alright,
Alright, see ya.
bye. The only reason Finn's being told first is because he's around right now. And V does not want to be alone right now. After making this decision. It's gonna be spicy though. Technically speaking, she did tell Mason first. He's just not awake to see the text. Kiki comes back. I want names. Right? Let's be real. V was always destined to break. um, with how things have been going, and her own. Like, by her own admission, I think she knew if anyone was going to leave first, it was going to be her. Kiki 100% is going to know before before V tells her. I have work on Tuesday, man. Someone is going to say something to Kiki before I'm home. Because I'm not going to be on server until 4 p.m. Eastern at the earliest on Tuesday, man.
Thought you were gonna be on the beach.
No, I walked up to my car. Love being told that people are saying behind my back that they have no faith in me.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And,
It was Charlotte, wasn't it?
I didn't get names.
I guarantee you it was Charlotte. The shit I saw in her texts, that sounds right up the alley.
I just know that there's at least one person, or not one, multiple people. So, at least two, probably more, who, I guess, happy upon them. And he's like, oh, I talked some sense into them, it's all good now. And I'm like, happy. They don't just go from saying they've lost faith in me and Kiki to it being fixed in a conversation.
So it was both of you.
And I don't want to leave, but I'm not gonna fucking stay where I'm clearly not wanted. If they think that they can step up and do it themselves, then fuck them.
You got mean girled out, like me.
Oh god, the headaches. Let me put it that way.
You talked a bunch of shit behind your back. Till essentially a decision was made for you.
I put too much time into this department to deal with this bullshit.
Oh yeah, no, you don't deserve to deal with that shit. And if people don't see how much you put into the department and the love and the passion and the energy, and they see that and they still say that they have no faith in you, I mean, I guarantee you it's if we look at the look at the people that were complaining about me, and then we look at the people that were complaining about you, we're probably gonna see a 99% similarity in who they were.
It's not that hard to fucking say something to someone's face. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
you'd think so, but that got me fired. And he didn't give your name.
No,
Did you ask for names?
to be quite honest, I don't think I want to know.
Could I ask on your behalf?
I don't think he's gonna tell you. Problem is, Kiki's not back until Tuesday, and I'd like to try to talk to Winston before I talk to her, but I'm not gonna be in town the next couple days, so...
I think Winston's around right now.
Is he? Because I texted him, so...
Try giving him a call. He's been doing a bunch of shit today.
Do that in a few. Granted, he'll probably be in bed by the time I do that, but... I just miss when things weren't so fucking complicated, Finn. Where I could just show up, do my thing, and go home.
That sounds like my life.
Instead, I get to deal with a bunch of nonsense, and granted, Happy feels like it's his fault when he is the only person who was willing to actually say something.
Happy is in a very unfortunate position. He has a very idealized outlook of the world, and he has honest to God, he has integrity. And I feel like he's wasted in that department because it would be sad to see the integrity and the energy that he brings get dragged down by the petty bullshit that surrounds the department as a whole. And it sucks if he's ever going to lose that because of other people and their influence on him. I feel sorry for him, honestly. I feel sorry that he's stuck in that department, working with people that are probably going to jade his attitude.
Probably.
Benny's here. Gonna say hey?
Yeah. I know Benny is not too,
Hey,
Hey.
welcome.
Look, it's Milton's mods. See, I put up signs. See,
Yeah, this
like,
guy doesn't want to talk to me in the corner, Finn.
yeah, because you're a government worker, which means you're a tool.
You're a tool. You used to be
You
a tool.
were a tool, bro.
I know, I was the biggest tool. I got fired for being too much of a tool.
We're big too much of a tool.
I was too much of a tool, dude. And now all I
Tool
do
to
is
a
I
pro-
come
to
here and
our
I play
man.
with tools.
Give you a tool to play with.
My passenger seat is currently occupied, so yeah. Bro, I'm just gonna go on a little drive, but if you guys are still here, I'll come
Yeah,
through
yeah.
and yeah. Does anyone else know?
I told Benny and I told you.
And Tuesday's your last day, huh?
Unless some kind of miracle happens that talks me back from the fucking ledge, Finn.
Well, if that's the case, then and you go through with it, I might have to reach out to you, so you're not spending your days alone. You wanna come around, hang out with us, just shoot the shit, whatever. That sounds good to you, then I'll make it happen.
We'll see. Mason will love that. That's why I said V is in a really weird spot. I don't know what my plans are long term.
I mean, no one. I feel like I'm not really someone that plans for the long term either. I'm not gonna lie. I take every day as it comes, you know, whatever opportunities present themselves. That sort of thing.
It's another raider.
Right now, I'm working on Milton's mods. And I don't know how far that's gonna go, but I'm gonna try and get it as far as I fucking can. I'm gonna put a good effort in. I got a general idea of what I wanted to do and where I wanted to be, but you know, I'm still far and away. Don't have any concrete long-term plans. But it is something that I'm passionate about. If you want, you know, something to take your mind off things, I could try and get you involved in some of that. Little passion project, you know, something. Just keep your mind busy. You don't have to think about things for too long, you know? I don't know if that really interests you though, you know? But we'd be able to hang out, just chill out, you know, work on some cars.
Winston's partially trying to talk me down, but the way I see it, he's saying, oh, EMS is your home, leave on your terms, but the way I'm seeing it now that I've calmed down is, this kind of is my own terms, because I'm leaving before some fucking narrative gets pushed about how my tenure went as deputy chief. I'm leaving before it becomes, well, she was just another Riv. She was this, that, and the other.
What the fuck was that? That's a cliff. Never mind.
Oh yeah, I've accidentally gone off of that cliff a few times.
Oh yeah.
Devoke,
Are you looking to
thank
buy a
for
house in
the-
Polito? Is that?
I was, but it's actually that one with the half moon driveway.
Oh.
I used to live in that house,
Why?
which at the time was the most expensive house in Polito.
my fucking Christ almighty, this car is so bad. It's like I'm on ice skates, dude. I hate it. I got fucking... I had to get her out of the fucking impound and shit.
I agree.
What is... Why is this just fucking Cliff Central? I don't understand. I don't get it.
That's just
don't-
how these areas of Toledo are.
I don't get it. Just have a nice hill for me to drive down,
just
please.
have a hill.
Just fill it
Just
up.
have a hill.
Oh, you want to see somewhere fun? You want me to take you to somewhere fun? I think EMS drama is bad. Whew. Guess what happened here?
What happened here?
I was standing right here when it happened. Right here. Fuck, been a while since I've been back here. It looks exactly the same. Yes.
Someone died.
Oh, yeah. Can you guess why?
No.
Well, I'm gonna save you the 3-hour-long novel of a story that this is, but this is where I watched the prime minister of my club get shot in the head and die.
Jesus.
Now, this is the spot where Colin McKinley and Barry Benson shot Owen Dundee in the head to save the BBMC. And I need to take this. Hello? No, I'm in Polito. Not mine. Alright, bye. Yep, this is where Colin and Barry shot Owen Dundee in the head to stop him from potentially killing club members and their loved ones. It's all very much in the past, and it's not really worth talking about anymore, but it is the spot where it happened.
Do you know how many times I've come and sat on this hill?
Now, you're probably sitting in the blood of Dundee.
Oh, God.
Right over here, right at the edge.
That is a hell of a drop.
Just like this, he stood. And behind them stood everyone else. 2 bullets to the back of the head. And that was that. Club nearly fell apart because of that shit. But eventually, as the details and the truth started to come out, people realized that shooting Dundee was for the best, and a critical decision at a dire time when the lives of multiple club members were in jeopardy. And to prevent those lives being taken, problem was put down. There's a lot of shit that's happened to me that I've seen. A lot of really fucked up things have not only happened to the people around me, but to me myself. But I'm still here. I survived. It's funny, we humans are pretty fucking tough, if you think about it. You got the desire, the will to keep living. You can get through pretty much anything. With the right people backing you, you're nigh on unstoppable. You've got people backing you, V. You've got people that want to see you succeed. You've got people that cherish who you are and their relationship with you. People that know you're a fighter. People that know you're not gonna just give up. People that know that you deserve to live the way you want to live. Do things on your own terms. And go out the way you want to. I think you and I are pretty similar in that regard. The biggest reason I was upset about being fired from EMS is that it wasn't on my terms. I didn't get to go out the way I wanted to. I wanted to continue to have a good relationship with everyone in that department. I wanted to continue to be friends with everyone. But I didn't get that. I didn't get to go out the way I wanted to. Now you've got a choice ahead of you. You can go out on your own terms, doing what you want to do, making a statement, whatever statement you might want that to be it clean, dirty, bloody. One last hurrah, getting all of the violent urges out, or not, or just simply closing that chapter of your life and walking away. But you do hold your future in your hands, and right now you're at a crossroads. I would say you should think hard about this decision coming up, but I think that would be disingenuous. In the moment, do what you feel is right. Do what you want to do. Take back that control. Take back the control that was taken from you by people talking about you behind your back, besmirching your name, ruining your legacy. You take that control back. And you cement yourself and the person that you want to fucking be. However that looks, whoever that is, be true to yourself. Make a statement.
What if I don't know what I want that statement to be?
An old man told me to always trust your gut. Don't think. Just act. Do what you feel is right. In that instance, you'll get a feeling right down there in the pit of your stomach. And you trust that feeling because that's who you really are. You don't bury it. You don't hide it. You embrace it. You be the person that you were born to be. That's what led me here. That's why I do think the things that I do. Because I only ever trust my gut. And I'm ecstatic for it. I am unapologetically who I am. And you can be too.
You know how much I sacrificed for that department?
Too much for the return that you were given.
By the time the economy collapsed,